on the Toni and Trish house. So, yeah, I was pretty knowledgeable about it. And so, but the average person doesn't know.
Right.
It is nothing for someone to walk into our house and say, oh, I didn't know it would be this wonderful. I didn't know it would be this clean. One of the things about the Toni and Trish house is we don't charge anyone to be a guest there. So what do you get for free? And people walk in the door and they're like, oh, you're beautiful. And so we're really careful with that. We don't charge thing because if you tell someone over the phone, they're not sure you're going to be as wonderful as you are. We're kind of a secret.
Very nice. Yeah, and that is true. I can see that. You would think it was for low income or whatever, and it's not.
No.
So that makes me appreciate you even more. I didn't realize that you didn't charge.
I don't charge anybody.
We don't charge.
Wow.
We don't bill Medicaid, Medicare, no government subsidies at all. We are 100% donation based, as I was saying.
Wow. So do you do fundraisers?
Absolutely.
Do you have one coming up?
That's funny that you should ask that. We have two. One coming up on November 18th, and that is going to be at the Auburn Night of Columbus Hall. It's a holiday bazaar that is totally being put on by volunteers for us, and it'll be from 9 to 3. And we've sold out all the tables. So
nice.
There's no tables open. And we just need to get people there that day. And there's going to be all kinds of different types of vendors there. There's, Tupperware, those types of things. But then there's homemade crafts and holiday crafts and just anything you can think of.
Very good. So how many fundraising events do you have a year usually?
We put on 2 ourselves. We just had the biggest event we put on, which is the Circle of Caring. That was in October. And that's a free lunch. I just said we don't do free lunch. And there's an ask at the event. So everyone that comes usually donates. So that's usually a very nice fundraiser for us. And then another one we did our first year was in April. We did with the Literacy Council of Bay County.
Oh,
we
excellent.
did empty bowls.
Oh, good. Very good.
And so
that's always a fun event.
It was a really nice event.
This was the first year I missed, and I can't remember what was going on, but I was really sad to miss it.
And it was the first year that we became involved, and we're working with them to do it again next year. So
very good.
It's a plan. We had a group, Shram Charities, put on a golf outing for us. We are doing a luminary sale lighting in December for December 17th at dusk. When's dusk? 5:30ish.
Yes.
We are selling luminaries for $10 if you decorate your own, $15 if we decorate it. We'll be lighting those luminaries and we'll be singing carols and eating cookies and drinking hot chocolate and reading off the names of the memorials. You do not have to have been a resident of the Toni and Trish house to have a memorial. My mom was not a resident. She will have a memorial there that day. So.
Very nice. That's very nice. So it's all about honoring our loved ones in a way that they deserve to be honored. That's really what you're all about.
Absolutely. And we do a memorial service every year as well in June for the people who had passed from the previous June until that June. So like for 2017, we did everybody who'd passed from June of 2016 through June of 2017. And it's a memorial service because we find that a lot of people now, with cremation and everything being so large, that a lot of people don't have a traditional memorial service. So it gives people a chance to still have something for their loved one. We invite the main person for that, the guest that we had, so their wife or spouse or a child, and then they're allowed. Then they can bring as many people as they want to. We just ask that people let us know, and that way they can still do something. We do light hors d'oeuvres afterwards. We have bagpipers come out, and we have a nice service for everyone. We read everybody's names off, and that's kind of something that we do for the community as well to make sure that people are remembered.
So, because sometimes you need that for closure, because there are so many cremations now. That's really nice of you. So you not only take care of the person that is passing, you take care of the loved ones too.
Absolutely.
That's very, very nice. Very nice. I like that a lot.
Part of that family thing that we
Yes.
talk about so much. Our philosophy at the Toni and Trish House is that no one dies alone. So
Aw.
when we know someone's getting close to passing, and even if they don't have family there, we usually try to have somebody sit in with them so that when that time comes and their journey on earth is over, they have somebody with them so they're not by themselves, because that's
Aw.
really important for us.
Oh, that kind of chokes me up. That's really nice. So how would one get in touch with you? Do they call? Or
Yeah, they can call the main house number, which is 989-662-6400, or they can go on our website, which is toni-amp-trishhouse.org, or they can find us on Facebook under Toni and Trish House as well, and that's TONI and Trish House.
Right. When I download this onto Spreaker, this show goes on to Spreaker and iTunes. I'll put those contacts in, so don't let me forget to
Perfect.
get those from you. So, gosh, I learned so much. What else should I know about Toni and Trish House?
We were talking about fundraisers. One of the other fundraisers that we have is Tri-City, or Bubba's Tri-City Cycle.
Ah, yes.
The Willow, Scott from the Willow,
Right.
and Fred Pickering Auto in Midland. The three of them put on a motorcycle run for us the first Saturday
nice.
in June every year. And it's just a great bunch of bikers that come out and really, really support the Toni and Trish House. We have a lot of different support from a lot of different groups.
sounds
a lot
like
of different
it.
groups, a very vast.
And from Bay City too, as well as Midland,
Yes.
which is very nice.
And we are
so it's
located in
Tri-Cities.
Bay County. So
Right.
we
Okay.
get a lot of support from all over, even from Saginaw. We're really Great Lakes based. The other one, well, as we're talking about those, is the Auburn Hotel.
Oh, they're very nice at doing things.
The Auburn Hotel puts on Pancake Day for
Aw.
us every year. It's usually the end of February, and they will come in, get a free stack of pancakes for a donation to the Toni and Trish House.
Oh, that is so nice.
They are so good to us over there, and just general. They handed me some money the other day because we were the recipient of Jell-O Shot Night. And it's just wonderful.
It just makes your Jell-O shot money just keep going,
It
doesn't it?
does.
I love that. That is so nice. They are very good people. Yes. So, talk about the event that you have coming up November 18th again. Where is it again? I know it's from 9 to... Because I want to make sure people are
Well,
writing
it'll
this
be from
down.
9 to 3. I'm going to let Kevin read off those details, and I'm going to look up who some of the vendors are.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So we have our holiday bazaar, which is going to benefit the Toni and Trish House. It's at the Auburn Knights of Columbus Hall, which is right on Garfield Road. It's Saturday, November 18th. So when all the hunters are out, we're hoping that it'll give the widows something, deer hunter widows something to do. November 18th from 9 to 3. Homemade crafts, local vendors, bake sale, and silent auction items.
Ooh, bake sale too. Very
Yes.
good.
And we have a lot of really good bakers and people that cook for us on a regular basis. So we have a lot of people that are going to be bringing a lot of goodies in to donate for the bake sale.
Excellent.
We did a first-time bazaar in the spring, and the bake sale was the biggest where the money came in from.
Very
It was
good.
the largest.
You know, and now's the time to do that because I don't bake. I don't have time to, and when I do, it usually doesn't turn out that good. I can cook, but I can't bake. So I really appreciate bake sales because there's family coming and
they do a variety of, just a little bit of
cookies,
everything.
pies. Yeah, you're making me want a cookie.
And you say something about pies. That's one of the traditions of the Toni and Trish House, is just to keep that home-like feeling. When a guest passes away, we always bake a homemade pie. We have pies that are made from people in the community, from volunteers at the house. So whenever a guest passes away, that's one of the things that we do just to make it feel like home, because a lot of people associate baked goods, with their home life,
Because
with their
the
childhood.
neighbors, right.
So we always, that's something that we always do. We always bake a pie just to kind of ease people's mind a little bit, and
It's all comfort. It's all,
exactly,
right.
comfort food.
That's really nice. I really like everything you've said about that place. I have to come and check it out. Did you find some vendors?
No, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
One of the other events that we do, that's another big event. I'm not sure if you ever heard Men of Music, they're out of
No.
Midland. They're out of the
Midland area.
right. I'm trying the
Midland Center of the Arts.
Midland Center for the Arts. Yes, they are a singing group that's out of there, and it's a group of gentlemen that are just phenomenal singers. They sing a little bit of everything. Last year, they sang some Beatles. They sang, some more up-to-date stuff that you wouldn't expect. It's a wide variety of group of people.
How fun.
Aging from, I want to say, 25 or 30 maybe, to, I bet you there's someone that are in their 80s, and they just
Oh
do
my
a phenomenal
gosh.
job for us.
Isn't that fun?
We usually pack. We use Memorial Presbyterian Church in Midland, and we usually have between 200 and 250, 300 people there for that event. So, and that's another event that we don't really do anything with. That we have one of our volunteers that is really involved with the house. She does all the cooking for. We do light hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that afterwards. So she does all that. So it's another one that we have a lot of groups that do fundraisers for us, so that we can utilize our time
that is
at the
so
house
nice,
and making sure
isn't
that
it?
we
So
can take
those
care of
volunteers
people.
are very committed.
Yes, and we couldn't without our volunteers. We couldn't do anything that we do. That's one of our biggest things. Is the volunteers that we have are what allow us to give the type of care that we do and do all the other community things that we do
Right.
as well.
Yeah, that's very nice. And now Joelle's going to tell us what kind of vendors are at the November 18th event.
We will have Tupperware, Pampered Chef, LuLaRoe, Party Light, Scentsy, Beauty Guide Makeup, Perfectly Posh, Norwex, Wood Crafts from Craftworks in Midland, Woodworking Crafts, Large Wreaths, Crafted Hats, Washable Swiffers, Sweatshirts, Jewelry and crochet items, body products, blankets, spices, custom onesies and bibs, repurposed vinyl records made into bowls, jewelry and ornaments, homemade greeting cards, wood seasonal decorations and gifts, personalized snowmen, Christmas ornaments and gifts, and last but not least, Girl Scout cookies.
And the bake sale.
And the bake sale.
So that sounds like you could get a lot of Christmas shopping done just in that one day. And nobody appreciates anything more than something homemade or something that you got just especially for them. So all those are good things.
And all of the vendors are encouraged to donate silent auction item.
Oh, very
So
good.
there'll also be silent auction items going on. I'll be selling the luminaries, so if people are interested in getting one of those, we'll have those as well. So
Oh, excellent. So that's a good time to get those. That's very good. So what is there anything else that you would like to say about Toni and Trish House?
come and visit us. Come and visit us. We're at 4699 11 Mile Road. We're open 24 hours a day, basically. But, come during business hours. We'll give you a tour. You'll be able to see the building. And we cannot do what we do without volunteers. And so we're always looking for volunteers. And you don't have to be good at taking care of people that are ill. We will share with you what you need to know. What you need to do is be empathetic, caring, and loving. If you can do that, you can be a volunteer at the Toni and Trish House.
Very good. Because like you said, sometimes it's just somebody sitting there when family members can't be.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Very good. How many nurses are on staff?
We don't have medical staff on at the house. That's what makes it, because we're classified as a social hospice, meaning that
The hospice comes in.
Yep, it's a social thing. So it's like taking care of your loved one at home. So we work with all the hospice agencies, as I was saying, and they're the ones that
Right.
provide the actual skilled medical care.
Okay.
They're always on call, so all we have to do is call them if we have an issue with medication or somebody's agitated or something like that's going on, or there's something that we can't handle with what we already have written that we can do.
Right.
We can always give them a call, and they can send out a member of the hospice team, no matter
Very
what it
good.
is, if it's a spiritual need, if it's a social need, if it's a medication need, anything like that, we just call the hospice agency and they send the appropriate people.